Ryan McAndrew with us here at the John Mendola Show talking Mountain View baseball. Coach, let's talk about the expectations here for the 25 season.
Well, first, thanks for having us. Really appreciate it. This year for us, I mean, we're a little bit of a youth movement, so we're gonna be learning as we go. We're gonna be trusting the process more so than the result. But at the end of the day, I feel like we have a really talented group that could be playing some really good baseball come playoff time, and that for us is our goal. We talk about all the time.
Always gets a little colder where you guys are from at Mountain View, and some of different schools have different conditions. Let's talk about like snow melt, getting on a field, like how much outdoor stuff you guys at.
So we've been fortunate this year because the snow was minimal. The cold was brutal, right? But the snow was minimal, so we've been able to get outside. Our field isn't quite playable yet, so taking grounders isn't an everyday thing yet at this point. But we've been able to do a lot of things in the gym. But when we do get outside, we've been taking advantage of the space and stretching out our arms and those types of things. It is certainly colder up in Mountain View on top of the hill there than down here in the Old Forge area. But all in all, we make the best of it. So.
We'll get back to reality. A little bit of 40s and 50s, and the wind will kick up. And I'm sure in the next couple of weeks, it always gets to that 60s, and then we get stung a little bit. Let's talk about arms. Pitching is so important. Having depth there and just getting guys, okay, hey, I need 2 innings out of you, buddy. You got to be able to throw for me. Talk a little bit about just trying to develop pitchers.
So we graduated 2 of our heavy stud pitchers last year, Bronson Kilmer and Riley Jagger, but we feel good about our group. We don't have, I kind of said, like last year we had a 1 and a 1A kind of situation. This year we have more of a lot of guys who are really, really good, really sharp. For us, it's about throwing strikes. So that's what we're always harping on. We're not necessarily concerned about velocity. Obviously, that makes life a little easier when you can throw a little harder. But with Jordan Jagger, Hudson Bain, Jackson Gesford, and Josh Miller, we have 4 really good arms that we feel like are going to be competitive for us all year long.
Let's talk about depth-wise. How many guys are on the roster? You feel like you have some guys that could come off the bench and do some things, or unfortunately, there could be an injury here or there. You have guys that could fill those slots.
So, I mean, we're a small school, so roster sizes have been shrinking. It's just kind of the reality of public school sports at this point in the world. But we got 17 or 18 kids. We got a good crop of young freshmen and sophomores, and so we're excited about them. We got a good group of seniors that are going to show them the way. And when kids get plugged in, we're going to ask them to do things that maybe they're not ready to do yet, but we trust that they've been working hard and they'll be prepared.
How about teams? I'm sure you talk to other coaches in the league, who you're going to face, a little bit of chatter going on.
Oh, sure.
What are your expectations as far as the competition?
So, I mean, I was saying this the other day, is our league, top to bottom, is pretty deep this year. Sometimes it's not. Top of the league is probably, for me, it's Elk Lake, Montrose. They're going to kind of set the standard this year in our league. But every team in our league has a really good pitcher on their staff. Blue Ridge has Garrett Dibble. Forest City has Max Urbis. Lackawanna Trail has Isaac Ryan. Montrose is maybe the deepest they've been pitching wise, and Elk Lake has everybody back with the exception of 2 kids from last year's team in Gesford and Orlandini. So it's going to be a super competitive league, and should be a lot of fun.
Let's talk about a typical high school baseball coach as far as like scouting wise. Like, how much do you get into it? How much do you know about other teams? Is it more, hey, I just want to master what we're doing? Do you have a body that can get out and see another team live? Do you just, is there some type of conversation with the other coach respectively? Hey, here's what we got. This is what's going on. Talk a little about that.
I wish we would go to a huddle system like in football with baseball. It'd be awesome, right? That way everybody can see the games, not necessarily because they're at 4:30, not everybody can be at them. So you get a little more eyes on the product because we have a really good product here in Northeast PA. Kids are going to college. But as far as like with us, fortunately we have a really experienced staff. We know our league very well. We do get out whenever we can to say, hey, coach, can you miss practice today and go over to Elk Lake and check them out? Or hey, coach, can you see what Honesdale's up to today? So those sorts of things. And then I get to a couple games as much as we can. So we do get out there to get eyes on people, but we rely on a lot of chatter and what we hear and things like that.
As far as your baseball philosophy, some coaches believe in small ball at the high school level. What would you say that you try to do, or somebody that has influenced you as a coach say, hey, here's what we're going to do at this school. We got 17, 18 on the roster, little smaller school. This is our style.
Yeah, so we're not the big boppers. I mean, when they come, we love having them. But we play a lot of small ball. We do bunt a lot, suicide squeeze, fake bunt and run, all those things which I think make the game more exciting. That's kind of our philosophy as far as offense goes. But for us, it's more like we tell our kids, you can't play this game if you're tense and if you're puckered up. It's about being aggressive, but free and easy. Hey, you made a mistake. You can't kick yourself about it. You learn from it, and you forget about it and move on. So that's kind of, we try to instill a lot of confidence in our kids. Pitching, good defense, timely hitting. That's how we win ball games.
Coach, good to talk baseball with you, and go Eagles.
All right, thank you very much.